Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I've got an all levels, really relaxing, calming flow. So this class is just going to be great for times when maybe you just want to really relax into your practice and allow it to calm your mind and body completely. There's not going to be anything strenuous in today's class. I'm going to be giving quite a few cues, but if you're intermediate, of course, go straight into the pose. So what I'll do today is actually give the pose name first and then cue you how to get into the pose from there, so that those who don't need all the cues can actually just get there, sit in the pose and be in it maybe for a little longer. You're welcome to have a couple of yoga blocks if you have them, but there's no need for any props at all. I'll use these when needed to cue you into ways to use them if it's necessary during the class. So this is actually like all of my classes, I just go with my body. I haven't prepared a class, I haven't pre-filmed it or pre-tried it out. I'm just going to follow my body. So I hope you guys enjoy it and manage to turn it into a little bit of your own flow as well. So let's just start off sitting. Let's sit up nice and tall through the spine. Roll your shoulders back and down, taking a moment here just to come to the body and become aware of how your body's feeling, how your breath is today. And in this moment, perhaps it's a little tense, maybe you've got some tension somewhere. Take a moment to acknowledge that tension and then let it go. Allow it to be there, but try not to draw attention to it. When you're ready, just start to deepen the inhales, maybe taking your Ujjayi breath if you understand Ujjayi. Drop your head to the left, extend your right arm, place the fingertips on the ground. Lock your elbow, keep the arm nice and straight and the shoulder away from the ears. You'll feel that stretch down the neck to the shoulder. And then start to gently walk the fingertips like a little crab behind your back. So it's just walking along the ground, moving it all the way behind you. And you'll feel that stretch move to a different part of the shoulder. And then maybe start to slide the fingers back in line with the shoulder. Try pulling it a little further away from you. So you're trying to walk your fingertips a little further away. This may allow the stretch to come down into your bicep, down towards your elbow. And then walk the fingers towards your knee, keeping the elbow locked. Becoming completely aware of what area of the shoulder and the neck is stretching. Now take the hand to the knee and take a grip of the knee and allow your knee to pull that hand towards the floor. So you're pulling that shoulder even further from the ear. You may feel a lovely stretch through the neck, shoulder, and maybe the back of the shoulder as well. Part of a mindful practice is feeling into these small areas of the body that are neglected and forgotten. And then start to walk the fingertips in front of you. Try to keep that elbow straight. And then release the arm, roll the neck to the other side. Drop it to the right, extend the left fingertips, place them on the ground, lock the elbow. Keep the breath deep. shoulders drop down away from the ears. Feeling that stretch. Maybe this side is a little more intense. Maybe this is your bad side. And now once again starting to walk the fingers nice and slowly to behind you, keeping the head where it is. Don't move the head. Once it's behind you, lock the elbow, keep the head where it is, and you may feel that stretch towards the front part of the shoulder. And still a little down the neck as well. And then slide and guide your fingers back in line with the arm, with the shoulder. Now try to walk the fingertips a little further away from your body. This may intensify that stretch. Start to walk the fingertips towards your knee. Keep the shoulder blade down and then take a grip of that knee. Maybe you can use the knee to guide your fingers closer to the ground. If not, just hold on to the knee and you may feel that stretch down the arm a little more. Maybe even feel a tingling sensation into the fingertips. Concentrate on drawing that shoulder blade a little bit backwards towards your spine. And then open it by drawing your shoulder blade away from the spine. And then walk your fingertips to the center of the mat. Elbow stays straight. And then slowly draw your head to center, roll your shoulders, eyes are still closed. And find a little roll of the neck from shoulder to shoulder here. Give your hands a little shake out and you can open your eyes. Just shake out those hands and the arms. And we're going to make our way into a tabletop. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Finding 3 cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, arch, tuck the chin and the tailbone, pull your shoulder blades apart. 2 more just like that. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, arch. 1 more. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, arch. Start to walk your hands forward to your puppy pose. You can use a block and rest your head onto your block. Extend your arms, keep your elbows off the floor. Hug your belly button back. Keep your hips above your knees, and if you're more intermediate you can slide into a deeper puppy pose, coming down to the chest and chin. Roll your spine forwards, come down onto your hips. Place your elbows underneath your shoulders for your Sphinx pose. Squeeze your glutes, press your tops of your feet into the mat. Make this a slightly engaged pose. Now, cross your arms, so take your right arm underneath the left and your left arm on top. Extend your hands, pulling them further away from each other. We're going to stretch the backs of the shoulders just like this. Rest your head down. You can use a block to place underneath your forehead if that's helpful. Or just rest your chin above that left forearm. Above that left bicep, and just rest your head, allow it to hang heavy. You'll feel a beautiful stretch at the back, especially of the right arm at this point. Breathe into it. Use your spine to guide your arms. Lift your back up to the sky. Uncross the hands and place the opposite hand on top. So the right hand comes on top this time. Coming back into that pose. Extend the arms, walk the fingertips as far away from each other as you possibly can, and then rest your head down. Now you may feel the majority of the stretch behind the left arm this time. Use your spine to lift yourself up so that you can uncross your arms. Now start to lift your feet and your thighs off the ground and take your arms behind you for an engaged back bend. Lift your chest as high up off the ground as you can. Then bend the legs. Take a grip of the inside edges of the feet and kick back and up, lifting your chest higher to bow pose. And then slowly release your feet. Plant your hands shoulder distance. Let's meet in downward facing dog. So start to lift yourself into a plank. Find a little rock, stretching the calves. And then send your tailbone up and back to the sky, hands shoulder distance, feet hip distance. If you need to bend the knees, feel free to do so. Hug your belly button back. Internally rotate your thighs ever so slightly. Externally rotate your shoulder blades. Trying to get your armpits to look at each other is kind of the visualization you can have to guide you into the right alignment. Focus on your breath. Lift your right leg, look between the hands and guide yourself forwards so you're in a one-legged plank. Plant that right leg between the palms. We're going to drop the left leg down so the knee is on the ground. So we're coming into our low lunge. Now you can always use a block to place your hands onto. And bear in mind, the closer the back knee is to the front heel, the easier the stretch will be if you're quite tense and tight today. Give in to gravity and allow this pose to get deeper as you breathe. If you're more intermediate, take a quad stretch and lift the back toes off the ground. Twist your body to the right and bring those toes towards your bum. Stretching that psoas even deeper. And then release. Plant your hands down, everybody. Coming into a runner's lunge and step back to plank. Find a little rock forwards and back. And send your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Hug your belly button back. Breathe deep. Look between the hands, lift the left leg, step it between your hands as best you can. And take the back knee down to the ground for our low lunge once again. Sink low into the hips. Use your blocks in front of you if you need to use them. Give into gravity, breathe deep. If you're more intermediate, perhaps you can come up off the back toes, take a grip of the foot and pull it a little closer towards yourself. Now release the back toes, place them down slowly. Plant your hands, lift up off the back knee, step back into plank. Maybe find that bounce once again. And this time open your legs out wide. Sit your bum back into a wide-legged child's pose. Extend your arms, place your forehead on the ground. Walk your hands over towards the left. Take a grip of the right wrist and Taking your side body stretch, just breathe here. Lift up and walk your hands to the right, taking a grip of that left wrist. Lift yourself back up, come to center. Bring your knees hip distance. Untuck the toes, and we're going to take the crown of the head to the ground, close to the knees. And take your hands, taking a grip of behind the soles of the feet. Arch your spine, put no pressure on the head. This is rabbit pose. Stretching the spine and the back of the shoulders, lift up. If you want to, you can tuck your toes if that helps you to take a better grip of your feet. Just remember to place no pressure onto the scalp. And then inhale, lift up. Allow your arms to touch above your head, watch as they do. And then draw them to the side body. Let's make our way into a comfortable seat. And we're going to end our class with some pranayama. So take a comfortable seat of your choice. And we're going to do alternate nostril breathing. Make sure your body is in one nice long alignment from the tailbone to the tip of the head. Give your shoulders a little roll here, in one direction, then in the other. All right, so taking your right hand, place your middle finger and your forefinger to your third eye, between your eyebrows. Place it there. Now you can follow my direction or watch my directions on the first go. If you already know alternate nostril breathing, feel free to begin. So we place these two fingers between the eyebrows. We block off the right nostril with the thumb. And you take a big inhale through the left nostril. And then retain that breath at the top. And then release the right nostril, blocking the left with the baby finger and the ring finger. And then exhale through the right nostril. So basically you're going to do all your inhales through your left nostril and all your exhales out of the right nostril. This is going to help to cool the body, calming the body and the mind. So let's begin. Place the fingers on the third eye. If you would like some support, just bend this right leg and place your elbow onto your knee just to help support your arm, which may get tired. So we're going to take 10 breaths together. So block right nostril, inhale left. Block left, exhale right. Block right, inhale left. Block left, exhale right. Block right, inhale left. Block left, exhale right. Continue at your own pace. Inhale left. Exhale right. Five more. Two more. One more. Keeping the eyes closed, release your hand. Take a comfortable seat. We're just going to take a moment here for a quiet meditation together. Place the tops of your hands on your knees. You can take a shavasana if you would like to. And just allow this moment to keep you present. Allow your breath to be natural. Become aware of how your body feels now, maybe compared to how it felt at the beginning of this class today. Perhaps you feel a little lighter, a little more at ease in your body and in this moment. If you feel any anxiety starting to arise within you, then take a moment to acknowledge what this moment is right now. And is there anything in this moment right now that is a problem? If there's no challenges or problems in this very moment right now, then that anxiety and fear you may be feeling is just the byproduct of the mind and of it trying to pull you back into the past or into the present, into the future. So what you want to do is continue to allow your mind to come back to the present, come back to this relaxing moment that we're enjoying together. This moment that really poses no challenges to you. Breathe natural. We'll be silent together now for just 2 minutes before we end our class. you're more than welcome to continue meditating, or you can finish a practice with me. By just starting to increase the breath and deepening it once again. Continue to keep your eyes closed through the process. Maybe feeling some wiggles in the fingers and in the toes. And then raise the hands and rotate the wrists. Then rotate them in the opposite direction. With the eyes closed, allow the hands to stretch up above you until the palms touch. Let your face follow the sky. And then draw them back down to the knees. Finding a couple of neck rolls just from one shoulder to the other. And then raise your head to center. Before we open the eyes, I just want you to take a moment here to think of a word, just one word. It may be joy, calm, presence, whatever it may be. Etch it into the darkness behind your eyes. Almost imagine it being drawn in front of you. Just keep your eye on that word just for a moment. Everyone's word will be individual to them. Let it come. When you see that word in front of you, then take that word with you throughout today or into the evening. And when you feel your body starting to tense, your breath perhaps becoming more shallow, perhaps you feel that warmth of anger arise within you for whatever reason it may be, then just close your eyes for a moment, take a big breath and allow that etched word to come back to your mind. Bringing you back to the present moment and back to your intention that you set for yourself today. I encourage you to remember that the present moment very rarely holds any true challenges. The majority of our challenges that we feel we're experiencing are actually being experienced in thought. It doesn't actually exist in the present moment, and it's quite often a feeling of something that's happened earlier in the day, or a week ago, 2 days ago, a year ago. Or perhaps it's an anxiety coming for something that's about to happen, but very rarely is it the present moment. Try to remind yourself to bring your body back to that awareness to the present moment, to look around yourself before you react, to breathe before you react, to allow your body to come back to this moment, the moment that only exists, which is now. And to give yourself that time to realize that there are no challenges being faced right now, and you can let go of what your mind is trying to feed you. When you're ready, and take a bow with your hands to your heart center. Open your eyes. And I really, really appreciate you guys joining me today. And I hope that this class has left you with a sense of peace that maybe you didn't start with to begin the class. And as I say, just try to remember that peace within as your day goes on. And try to remember that this present moment is generally a peaceful one. There are obviously challenges that do face us in the present moment, but when that happens, that's the time to act upon any way that you can, maybe changing the situation. If it's not changeable, then all you've got to do is accept it, and you will feel a sense of peace again. So I wish you all a beautiful day or a beautiful evening wherever you are today. Until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and do share if you can, guys. That would really help. So just to help build the free yoga community. Until next time, namaste.